What's up, everybody? Craig Severinson here, and today I'm going to talk to you about how you can use real-time market research to find your very best clients and create an offer that is absolutely irresistible for them. This is, the beginnings for how you can work with less clients, but better clients for more money while you personally are working less. It's a really exciting topic, and I'm excited to share it with you. So what I'm going to share with you right now are 3 steps that you can kind of use and leverage to really fine-tune your offer to make it more irresistible, to make it better, right? So that your stuff sells a lot easier. This is, about fine-tuning your business. So I actually have a document that we can walk through. So I'm going to make myself kind of small and over to the side here. And I'm just going to walk you through this. And I kind of want to start by giving you a comparison, right? So you may not know this about me, but I actually went and lived in Guatemala for 2 years and learned Spanish. I became fluent in Spanish. I'm starting to lose it now. I don't use it as much as I should, but I actually became 100% fluent in Spanish. And when I first started learning Spanish, I did a lot of things to learn it. I studied it. I had a teacher, flashcards, classes, studying, practicing, drilling, a whole bunch of stuff. But what I noticed is that as I learned the basics, I actually started to get less results from my time studying. The drilling and all that stuff wasn't really progressing me like I wanted it to. And what I realized was that there was one activity that really, really helped me. And that was actually going out and having real conversations with the native people. And those native conversations with native Spanish speakers, the act of actually trying to communicate with them made my brain work in such a way that I would get really big results really, really quickly. And I found that the fastest way to get fluent was actually to focus on that. So, here's the lesson. The result of doing that, what I did was I started really pushing myself to have as many real conversations during the day as I could. And after 4 months, I became completely fluent in Spanish. I wasn't perfect. I probably still spoke with an accent and I probably didn't understand everything, but I would consider myself 100% fluent after about 4 months living in the country by really focusing on that one activity. And the lesson I learned there was that by focusing on that one thing that was really driving things forward, I was able to maximize and accelerate the rate that I learned Spanish. And there's a business lesson in here, right? There's a business lesson because growing your business is very similar. You've probably heard of this right here, the Pareto's principle. Sometimes we call it, the 80-20 rule. I'll type it in here. And these are my notes, by the way, that I'm showing you. If you'd like access to these notes, comment on this video notes, and I'll show you how you can get access to these notes. I'll send them to you. But Pareto's principle, 80-20 rule, it basically says 80% of your results come from 20% of your efforts. So this translates directly to clients. 20% of your clients are giving you almost all of your joy, your happiness, and your revenue. And the same on the opposite side. 80% of your headaches, frustrations, challenges are coming from 20% of your clients as well. So the solution is to do kind of what I did in Spanish. I dumped the stuff that wasn't working, the drilling, the flashcards. It wasn't working for me anymore. I reached a point in my progress that didn't make sense anymore. And so I focused on the activity that really drove me forward. We're going to do the same with your clients. So we've got to use market research to figure out who are your top 20% of clients, with the goal of we're going to cater really to those top 20%. We're going to dump those bottom 20% because they're not moving us forward. In fact, they're keeping you stuck. And the middle, the people in the middle, we're going to maintain them, at least for now. If we were really, I'm going to give you an example later of somebody who really took this and ran with it. And they actually kept doubling down on that 20% and their business accelerated. But for most people, let's just maintain the middle, at least for now, as we kind of go down this process. So step 1, okay, is to actually identify your top 20% and bottom 20% of clients. And so what I'm actually telling you to do, the action item here, is evaluate your client roster. Go get your client roster, look at it, and let's do some sort of evaluation on them to figure out who is your best clients. Maybe you're going to look at, the revenue. Maybe you're going to look at, do you like working with them? Maybe you're going to look at, other factors that are important to you when choosing ideal clients. Figure that out and actually evaluate your client roster. Okay, step 2, once we make that evaluation, we want to actually use it to build our best offer. And so tell me if you've ever had this problem right here. Got 3 things. Have you ever had this problem? One, you've got a great offer or service, but no one seems to want it. Have you ever experienced that? Or number two, you're not sure what to say or how to phrase your messages to really get attention. It's like nobody's paying attention. Okay, those stem from the same place. And I want to give you another quick example. I worked in a restaurant, a noodle shop, when I was in college for a couple months. It wasn't forever. But in the middle, we had the cooks in the back. And before the food went out to be served, it would go through the prep station. And there was one person that would work that prep station. They'd put the garnishes, the cheese, they'd make sure the plate was right, and then they'd send it out. Well, one night we were super packed, busy. And my boss was working that, and he was just overwhelmed. He couldn't keep up. And in frustration, right, I've kind of got bullet points here with the story here. In his frustration, he turned to me and he's like, hey, help me. Can you help me really quickly? And I just jumped right into action. I just started grabbing plates that were done and looking at the orders and sending stuff out with people. And man, I felt like I rocked this. He asked for help and I cleared the traffic jam. I got things done and I got it sent out. Well, I didn't actually work that station. I didn't know how it worked. So while what I did was right, it actually caused a lot of problems for my boss working the prep station. So what I thought was a good solution actually turned out to be not a very good solution, and he was not very happy about it, right? So even though I helped and kind of got a good result, in the long run, it caused more headaches for him personally. For the customers, they got their food faster. So from that perspective, I guess I did well. But in terms of him, I caused him more headaches. This is a similar thing that happens in our offer creation, right? Lots of times, and I've got just some common mistakes written down here. We add too much stuff, right? We think if we want to charge more money, we got to add more stuff in. That's not 100% true. So we add a bunch of stuff. We focus on the wrong results, what we think they want. Just like my boss, I thought he wanted those out really quickly, but what he really wanted was just for me to listen to him and do what he told me to do. He didn't want me to take control, right? So focusing on the wrong results, solving the wrong issues, very related, but results are what they want. Issues are what stop them from purchasing. Are you focusing on the right issues, the things that stop them from purchasing or stop them from moving forward? Do you even know what they are, right? Focusing on the wrong issues, using the wrong wording. You got to step into the conversation they're already having, and you might be selling the right thing, but here's the thing, jargon, right? They're talking at this level, get in my camera, and we're talking at this level or this level. We're not matching up, and we're just not connecting, right? The service is right, the offer is right, but the wording is wrong. Okay, all this comes down to one major problem. You're building your offer in a bubble. So we got to stop it. So now that you've identified who your top 20% of clients are, we're going to leverage them. We're going to go talk to them, and we're going to figure out how to quantify. Here's a list of things we're going to do. We're going to leverage that top 20% of clients to quantify your results. How do you provide value to a client? 80% of value is done in communication around the things that are important to them. So we want to know what is value for them so that we can communicate it better so that they can feel like our service is super valuable, because it is valuable, but we need to make sure we communicate it to them, right? So we want to quantify results. We want to cut the fluff. Don't do more, do less, but do it better. Simplicity and results is how you raise that price tag. You don't pay more money to get your packages quicker from Amazon. I'm sorry, you pay more money to get your packages quicker from Amazon. When you want it delivered faster, you got to pay more money, right? Same thing for you. If you're getting better results with less effort, very simple, that actually raises your rates. So we're going to cut that fluff. We don't want stuff just for the sake of stuff. We want really the bare minimum to get the results that our clients want, to make it feel valuable for them and really be valuable, not just feel. And three, we're going to leverage that top 20% so we can raise your rates. We're going to use value-based pricing. What is the shift or result that they experience? And that is how we are going to set our prices, right? This is going to really help you raise your rates. So review. After we get that top 20%, we're going to build our very best offer. And your action item here is actually bring your top clients into the process, leverage their knowledge, leverage their experience to create an absolutely irresistible offer. Okay, last one here. Number three, simplify your business and grow more profitable, right? So we want to build your business to cater to top people. And I've got an example of a client that we'll call Christine, and she was awesome. But when she came to me and when we started working together, she wanted to be a full service ads agency. Well, she had a couple problems. Tell me if this sounds familiar. Here are her problems right here, right? She was doing too much, right? She was the secret sauce in her business, so she couldn't delegate. She wasn't being paid enough. In other words, there was a ton of work. She was all the way at capacity, but she wasn't making the revenue she wanted to make. And then number 3, she was burned out. She's actually not quite burned out, but man, she was close. She was on the edge. Okay. So we did an analysis like this with her. And guess what we found out? We found out her best clients all used pretty much the same service. She had this huge menu, but her ideal clients were only using a small portion of that. Most of her work, most of her time was spent servicing unprofitable clients. So her business was profitable because of those top 20% of clients, but she was doing a disproportional amount of time working for people that weren't paying her very much. So her, cost per hour was super high on those clients. It was actually unprofitable for her to work with those clients. So if we cut out her low tier services, we discovered that she could actually bring on more of those top tier clients, right? You get where I'm getting at? Less clients, more money, better results, more impact, less work by focusing on those top clients. So that's what we did. And here are the results that she experienced. She dug into only servicing the top tier clients. That was her goal. I'm going to only service my perfect clients. Right away, we raised her rates by 3x. Bam, right away. None of this low tier stuff anymore. We focused only on the top tier, 3 extra services. She brought on more of the right clients, and she made more money in the next 3 months than she did the entire year previous. And she was working less with better clients. And then she did it again. She said, out of these top clients, who are my top clients, identified another 20%, even smaller, and she 10x'd her service price, her rates. And now she's got a waiting list at a 10x the price that she was charging before. Better clients, more money, less work. 100%. So here's our lesson. You want to focus on one main offer focused on your top clients, right? So we're going to work with less clients, but more of the right kind of client. And that's going to let you do deeper work, better results, higher fees, right? Deeper work, better results, higher fees. And that's going to allow you to build momentum and reputation around that one thing. That's going to make everything easier. Your marketing, your sales, your service delivery. This is going to affect your entire business. So we're going to simplify and focus in order to accelerate and be more profitable. So that is step number 3, simplify your business and grow more profitable. The action item is cut your offerings and focus your business on the top clients. Bam, mic drop right there. That's what I'm talking about. You want to make more money working with better clients while also working less. We just walked you through one of the most important things you can do, and that is build an irresistible offer by focusing on your top clients using real-time market research. That's what I got for you right now. I'm Craig Severinsen. Until next time, take some fast, focused, imperfect action. I believe in you. I got your back. We'll talk soon. See ya.